Welcome back to Nine Pennants. Today we're going to be doing the review on our very first video of the AL and NL predictions for the year. So I'm Josh. This is Cole. We're going to get this thing started with the AL East.
Yes. See if we embarrass ourselves, dude, because looking at it now, we definitely had some ice cold takes. We had some really good takes too.
We did. It's fun to look back, but at the same time, it's crappy when you're putting your opinions out to the internet, and then you're like, damn, I regret
You got to eat it sometimes.
what I said. You got to eat it.
You have to eat it. But also, it's a good thing to show like how fast perspectives can change on teams. Because
100%.
it's not like we're like, oh, this team's terrible, but they're like 40-5. Like we're not that, out of the loop. But it's like, we'll get to it. But there's one team in specifics I would have never expected this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple teams where I'm like, I either expected more or I expected less. And I mean, we're gonna kick it off with the New York Yankees, which I think it was super easy. I mean, when we did the review or the prediction, they were 14-9, and I mean, they're 35-20. It was their truthers.
We believed it, and we believe what they were selling, and they are doing that. But if not better now. So,
dude, the differential is crazy. Plus 113 is,
and they're the best offense in MLB at the moment.
I mean, that besides them being awesome and really good, there's not much else to say.
Yeah, they're a great team.
They're a great team, and we were right.
Yeah. Next, we've got the Blue Jays, who are 12-10 at the moment.
Yeah.
They're 28-28, and we said they were fraudulent, which you can kind of say we were right, kind of say we were wrong. They are 500. They are -14 run differential, so that kind of shows you they are not that best. Their expected win-loss is 26-30. They pretty much are exactly who we thought they were going to be at this time, and they're still going to be that. And for the future, I still expect them to be that. It's right around 500, not making the playoffs. I
don't really expect anything else or anything more from them. Santander just got put on IL, and hopefully that rest freaking rewires him or something, because he's absolute ass right now. He's bad. 28-28, it believable. I mean, that's exactly kind of what we said. They're not going to contend for pretty much anything, I don't think.
Yeah.
And Gossman is like their only bright spot, and by their expected win-loss, you can see where they're heading, and it's 26-30. So not great.
All right, the next team, the Red Sox were 13-11, and we believed it. And right now they're 27-31, and I think they would be better. And I still believe that they're going to end up a lot better than this. They are just severely injured at the moment, and their front office, for whatever reason, is currently making the wrong decisions. What are we doing with Roman Anthony, dude? He's killing it. You have Trevor Story, who is playing. He can't hit a baseball right now. Move your boy Rafaela back to shortstop. Put Duran in center, and put Roman in left. If you really want all your young guys to play in Meyer, you could put Meyer at short too, and Campbell at second, and then Devers at first. So there's so many things you can do, and they're not doing it.
Yeah.
And it really makes no sense. I do think at the time of recording this, it is announced that Christian Campbell is going to be playing a game of first base this weekend.
First base, yeah.
So I honestly feel like they're going to do it, and if he makes like a good play or two, then they're going to be like, all right, like we can make some changes.
Yeah.
But
and this is one of those things where it's like, we believed their record when they were 13-11. We thought they were going to be a lot better. And right now, like you said, they're severely injured. Bregman being out is a huge blow to their offense.
Yeah, he was the AL MVP, and if Judge wasn't alive.
Yeah, and that's a tough part. It's like when injuries happen, you see what that team is, somewhat made of, but it's just tough. It's tough to deal with injuries, and I do think they're going to be a lot better than this. So I don't really believe this 27-31.
No.
Yeah, I think they're gonna end up probably second in the AL East still.
I think so too. I wouldn't be surprised if they get hot, win a couple series against the Yankees, but yeah.
On to the Orioles, who at the time were 9-12. We thought that was fraudulent. We're like, oh, they're off to a slow start. Like, wait for it.
Exactly.
And they've remained on that slow start. They suck.
They were 9-12, and now they're 11-24 since then. Dude, I don't believe this. I guarantee you, not a single person in the whole world believed that they would be this bad. I didn't think they would be great. I thought they would, like, if you go back to the video, I thought they'd be third place in this division, just slightly better team than the Blue Jays. And yeah, their starting pitching is terrible. Their offense is hitting. They didn't have guns.
I don't think they have a starting pitcher that has under a 4 ERA.
I don't think they do. And Adley is. We're gonna have to start having some uncomfortable conversations about Adley, dude. He's not that good.
Which sucks.
He was really good. He's had some great years, but like he's not what everyone talks him up to be.
But even when you say that, it's like he's had what, like two pretty good years, like great years. But this year, I don't know if it's like his confidence or something that's just like it's shot. Like he's
changed something.
He's so cooked in terms of that. Yeah, I have a note here that I thought that they'd be better than the Blue Jays. Obviously, they're proving me wrong.
They are currently barely better than the White Sox. And they currently are playing a series against the White Sox, and the White Sox almost won today.
Yeah, they almost blew and it's the relievers again. Like the relievers suck.
2-0, and then it was 2-1 in the ninth, and they had two guys on. Like there was a chance they were gonna lose that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it does suck because I really thought it was gonna be like, Baltimore was gonna start running the AL East a little bit. Like it was just gonna be their time.
Yeah.
But no, unfortunately, they're showing us a different side of them. They're starting off really slow. I do kind of believe this. I think now my opinion's kind of changed, just seeing their pitching and just how their lineup is working out.
They're just so deep in the hole. I could see them possibly getting to 500. Like I feel like that's the best that they're gonna do, unless they, go on a 10-15 game win streak. Then we look at them this different. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think they're gonna be as good as I thought. I still think they end up third in this division.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what blows my mind in this division though is as we're like moving on to like the Tampa Bay Rays, which at the time of the prediction, I believe they were 9-12 or like worse. They might have even been like 7 and like,
because we have it ranked based off record.
Yeah, and I think they were either like 7-13 or something like that. Like it was something bad. But we believe that, and especially me, I really thought they were cooked. I was like, they are not going to make the playoffs. I still kind of believe that they're not going to make the playoffs because I think Boston is going to get second in this division.
I don't. They're just on a really hot streak right now. They're a young, fun team. Caminero is raking at the moment.
Dude, he's getting hot,
which is good. It's fun, and I think they're a fun team. They have some pretty decent young arms, and McClanahan comes back relatively soon, probably in a month or two. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be above 500 team, but they're going to be a pesky team. They can very easily beat anybody and very easily lose to anybody.
Yeah, and I think it's a fair assumption. Like in terms of them being 500, I do think they get like above 500. Honestly, I can see them taking third place in this for sure. Because I see Baltimore staying kind of second to last place, if not last place. I see Toronto slipping, and then the Red Sox probably ending up around second. But I mean, Tampa Bay, it's fun. Chandler Simpson is a lightning bolt on the base paths. Caminero's got pop. Jake Mangum actually came back, and I mean, I'm waiting to see how well he is. I'm low-key hoping to like snag him because my outfield is in trouble in fantasy right now. But he was batting really well in like his rehab. So
yeah,
we'll see how he does. I think he started today. I think he went 0 for 3, but it's your first game back, so
yeah,
won't play too much on that. But yeah, I mean, the Tampa Bay Rays, they surprised me a good amount. I did not think that they would be in this spot right now.
I don't think so either. I personally don't believe they'll be up there. I think they'll be 4th or maybe even last in this division, depending on how the Orioles pick it up. But yeah, we'll move over to the AL Central, and wow, dude, we believed the Tigers were 14-9 at the moment, and we believed in them that they were, they're the best team in this division, but I did not think they were this good.
I did not think so either. I really thought there was going to be some sort of regression. But these guys can play some ball, dude.
Just
like
they're a really good. They remind me a lot of the early A's teams where they have a bunch of good players, not a superstar on their offense.
Yeah.
Just everyone is good.
Yeah.
And their pitching's great. Their bullpen's great. They're just a good team.
They're just awesome. I mean, like, Tarek Skubal being on our, May team of the month. Yeah, like, he's a dog. Gleyber Torres probably could have been on there, too, as a second baseman.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of guys on there that can hit the ball really well. And, I mean, their plus 84 run differential's nuts. It's great. They're like the second best offense in the AL, just second to the Yankees, which is crazy to say because I'm sure if you look at the Yankees payroll compared to like the Tigers payroll, it's like nothing.
Yeah. It's
like
not even close.
I really enjoy seeing them. I'm happy that they're proving us right. And yeah, I like this. I like them a lot. Yeah, I think they're gonna easily take this division.
Yep. Agree.
Yeah, and I mean, moving on to the Guardians, dude. 30-25. I mean, when we did the prediction, they were 13-9. I think we both said they were fraudulent in terms of that start, just because I think when we're looking at their pitching and everything, it didn't look great.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even it's still not like you see their run differentials is -17. It's like, yeah, I think they're getting like a decent. I don't even know. Like they're not even hitting the ball well. Like in terms of runs scored, it's like I don't know how they're winning these games.
They have a lot of low scoring games. I mean, they're one game above 500 since we've done this. They're only 5 games above when they were 4 games back then. I still think they're fraudulent. I think they're gonna eventually fall off. They just lost the Angels. That should kind of tell you everything you need to know. They are not the best. They got, I don't know. I think they're a 500 team. That division's just too stacked, really. So I don't see them keeping up, this record personally.
No, yeah, and yeah, if you really just like look at the team, it's just I don't think they're good. Seeing them 30-25, it's like I guess that's where I'd put them. Yeah, like just under 500. I could see them happening like at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be correct on them at the end of the year. I mean, right now they're being a little bit better than what we expected, I guess. But yeah, I don't see them really turning it up that much.
Yeah. Moving on to the Twins, and this is one. Sorry, moving on to the Royals. Actually, let's go in the order we have it down here. They were starting off slow. We didn't believe it.
No.
They're playing better ball. Definitely, they were under 500 at the time of us. Originally doing this. They're now 3 games above 500. Their pitching is really good, which saves them. Their offense is absolutely terrible. They have a worse offense than the White Sox currently. And in terms of the American League, they have the second to last runs scored. And in terms of the whole league, they are 5th worst in terms of scoring runs. And
yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane. They have Jack Caglione just kind of waiting.
He has
killing AAA. He like really does. It's kind of, I mean, Vinny had a really good month of May. That's actually who he was going to be one of my honorable mentions. He was batting like 360 or something like that. He was killing the ball.
That's what the Royals need to be good, is someone besides Bobby. And if, you know, obviously Bobby didn't have that great of a month. He was, he's still Bobby, but like you have Michael Garcia and Vinny P doing their thing, and that's what they need. And they're playing better than they were. We didn't believe their slow start, so I think they're definitely turning the corner in terms of getting a little bit better. I can see this. I believe this. I don't think they're gonna win the division, especially now. My opinion's changed about the Tigers being this good. I think the Royals are gonna be right on that, 2 or 3 wild card spot, if not just missing it.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think they're gonna obviously beat out the Guardians and the Twins. I think they're probably going to end up second in this division for sure. But yeah, I mean, I hope their offense turns it around. Like sometimes like teams just go into lulls, obviously at different months.
Yeah.
Players just don't do well in certain months. It's kind of weird. And yeah, they didn't really get the production that they wanted out of Bobby fully. Jonathan India's been kind of a letdown. But yeah, I mean, I do see them being easily above 500. I don't see them winning this division, but I think they'll be fine. They'll be good.
Agreed.
Probably just miss the playoffs.
This team, you can always fact check me. Go back to that video. I am probably number 1 or 2 in the world of Minnesota Twins doubters. And they were 7-15. They had really hot stretch. They're 30-25 now. Dude, call me crazy, but I still don't believe this. Like I am that like not on the Twins. They have the thing right now about the Twins, they're having all their role players play really good. But their star, I mean, Buxton's been playing pretty good. Correa was playing decent, then he got hurt. Royce Lewis is terrible. He's the most overrated player in the league. The only reason why he is so hyped up is because he hits all those grand slams and stuff like that. He's not who everyone says he is. He could very well be. Dude, they're 5 games above 500 now, 30-25. I personally don't believe this. I think they're going to come back down to earth. They had one really fat stretch where they won like 10 games in a row, which is inflating it. But no, and I could be, but also like that's the Twins. I could also be very wrong here, and they could be so good or they could be so bad.
I mean, yeah, this is what predictions are all about, though, and it's like I don't mind that take. I mean, I'm not fully changing my mind. Like I still think they're like, we believe they're, at the time it was a 7-15 start.
Mm-hmm.
I am not fully moving away from that. I do think it's awesome to see them, perform. I think it was Cody Clemens had like a really good month of May. But yeah, it takes their lineup to really be good. Pablo Lopez had like a somewhat okay month of May. I know he got roughed up, I think, on 1 or 2 starts. But yeah, I mean, this is a team where in their division, I don't see them. They're obviously not going to win it. I don't think they're going to end up in second. They're probably just going to be like a very mid AL team.
Yeah. And
probably struggling to be above 500, probably like just above 500, if anything.
I could see that.
But yeah, I mean, it's the Twins at the end of the day.
Yep.
They just don't do enough to really get the needle moving.
Exactly. And we can kind of skip past this last team. I think everyone in the world is going to agree with this. Yeah, the White Sox are terrible. They're 18-39. They were 5-17 at the moment. They are not a good team. They're not playing good baseball. They have some really, really fun young pieces, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, looking at their pitching, like Adrian Hauser, dude.
Right now, dude.
against the Mets too.
The Mets, and then he pitched against some other
the Mariners. The Mariners.
He pitched against two good teams and playing pretty good right now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the hottest teams in the AL and then one of the hottest teams in the NL, which is kind of great. I mean, that was cool to see. Like, that's the cool thing about the White Sox is that they do have some players where it's like, when you like actually look into them, you're like, damn, like that guy's just kind of dealing. He's kind of nasty.
And because of everyone they've traded away with like Cease, and Crochet and stuff, they have a lot of really good pieces right now in Double AAA who like could make their appearance this year, if not next year, and they're gonna be a fun team that could be really good if their young players hit. They're I'm nasty.
I'm interested to see. Because it's kind of a bummer. Because it's like if Luis Robert Jr. was having like a good year, they would get like but they would also get like a massive haul for him.
Yeah.
Like now, I don't think they could get what they would get like last year or the year before. They should have traded him way earlier. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah. I believe this 1839. They're probably gonna
finish.
They're gonna end up probably 20. 30 games below 500, maybe more.
I think they're going to be a little bit better than they were last year. Obviously, they're on pace to be a little bit better than they were last year, but I just am kind of ignoring them until they call up everybody, which is hopefully near the end of this year, and just watch some young kids play, honestly. So,
yeah, I like that. But moving on to the AL West, we got the Mariners, dude. The Mariners are, actually, wait, going back to this list, we actually had the Rangers up here. Rangers start off pretty hot, 13-9. I still believe in the Rangers because I feel like it's hard to not believe in a team with such talent. But yeah, I mean, going 27-30, they've struggled a lot. It's mainly their offense. Their offense just kind of sucks. They cannot get.
How are they the worst offense in the AL?
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Their
pitching is saving them. Their pitching is so good. Uvalde's pitching good. DeGrom's pitching amazing. Tyler Molly's pitching amazing.
Pitching great, yeah.
Jack Leiter's pitching pretty decent. Their pitching is so good, and their hitting is so bad right now. Corey Seager was down for a while. He just came back. Marcus Semien is terrible. It's his first bad year ever. He's not playing good. Jock
batting 186.
Yeah.
Dude.
Jock Peterson, who was supposed to be, the big DH signing, he's not playing good. Kyle Higashioka is not doing what he was doing in San Diego. They lost Nathaniel Lowe in a trade, which kind of was a big hit, in my opinion. Wyatt Langford's playing good. Langford's playing good, but he's doing his thing. But they're not
Jake Berger was another one who I thought was going to be really good there too. Jake Berger's kind of struggling. Adolis is struggling. I mean, you're just not seeing the power that they actually have. I have to believe that they will find their stride. My opinions did kind of change in the AL West though. I don't think they win this. Their pitching is fantastic.
What we said is that we believe they win this division. I don't agree with it anymore.
No.
But also, they're also only 3.5 or 4 games back at the moment. So, like, I could very easily see this switching around. I'm gonna say they. Dude, I don't know what I don't know what to believe with them. Honestly, this is like the hardest team for me because I could very well see them just falling down a rabbit hole and not kind of coming back. But I'm gonna say they're gonna be third in this division, miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see them probably just finishing like second or third. I don't think they're gonna win this division. But I mean, I feel like they have to right the ship at some point, and at some point their offense will catch up to their pitching.
Yeah,
of how good of their pitching is, it's kind of insane. But yeah, so I do see them kind of moving up a little bit, maybe being a fringe playoff team, but
they're a team you don't want to see in the playoffs for sure, though.
Yeah, if they catch a wild card spot, that's a scary one. And this next one is like kind of, I know you have a hard spot for them.
Yeah.
But the Mariners, dude. When we started, they were 12-10. We did believe that they were frauds, and that they were going to be kind of just like a mid AL West team. I like them. I low key like them to win this division.
I don't think they win the division personally.
Yeah, which is fair. I want to see Cal Raleigh just keep hitting nukes, keep like just going. And I think the rest of the offense is he finally has like a little bit of offense around him that's like just kind of working. Like Polanco's playing well.
Yeah, J-Rod's definitely doing better compared to what he was doing last year. Randy's having a decent year. Their pitching is obviously one of the best staffs in the league. They're not pitching the best.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising because, I mean, it's like Luis Castillo's been kind of mid. Brian Wu's been great. Logan Gilbert's been mid. George Kirby sucks.
Yeah. Coming back off that injury, it's not doing him well. Yeah.
Emerson Hancock kind of sucks, but
I think they get second in this division. That could also just be me, a biased Angels fan, and not wanting to believe in them. But I do think this next team, the Astros, are going to win this division. I think the Astros takeover is
inevitable.
Inevitable. That's how you say it.
Just like Thanos.
Yeah, I think it's an inevitable. Yeah,
they were 10-11.
So good. They're 10-11. They're 30-26 now. They are a really good team. Their offense is good. Their pitching is good. Their bullpen is good.
And what's crazy is that we've seen, like, I don't think we've fully seen like the power Astros that they actually have.
They've done a lot of this coming back out of the hole without Jordan.
Dude, and Jordan comes back hopefully sometime this week.
Yeah.
I think they said that he was, but apparently he had like a really good BP today.
He was supposed to come back, and then they were like, oh, he's going to get activated tomorrow, and then I guess something happened, and it got all pushed back, and
yeah. I don't know what it was. I know he's not hurt anymore, and he was off to such a slow start this year, which is surprising for him.
Could have been that hand probably was hurting him like at the moment.
Yeah, and but I think he's gonna come back and just murder the ball.
I think so too. He's gonna be Jordan. Their pitching is good. I personally believe the Astros takeover is inevitable. They're gonna win this division.
I like that. I'm still sticking with my Mariners, but I see them. I see the Astros. I mean, this is all like this can flip easily. I think this is such division. It's a super tight division. I mean, sadly, the A's. When we were looking at them, they were 10-12. They've regressed kind of 23-35 is tough. I really was hoping for them to just do a little bit better, but their pitching staff's kind of let them down.
Bro, look this runs against.
It's tough. Their pitching staff just really let them down. So, I mean, I don't see the A's kind of doing anything. I can see them finishing second to last in this division. I was really, really hoping that they would, just absolutely blow everybody out the water. And they can't. Like,
as we were
8.5 games back is not crazy.
As we were recording this, Cal Raleigh hits his 20th home run. 3-run shot.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly what I needed because, I'm trying to get highest points this week, and I need a lot of help. I think your dad is killing us. I think he has like 270 points already.
Yeah, he's on it.
But yeah, athletics, these last two teams, athletics. The Angels, we were somewhat high on them just because we were like, dude, like it was so cool. I think at the time they were 10-12, and I mean 26-30, like the improvement that they've had is great. Like compared to last year, this is awesome.
And we're young, chippy, fun. We just got Trout back today. That's great. I mean, we got to 500 after being in the shitter, and then we lost 5 straight, but we just won 1, so we're 26-30.
I like it, dude, and I've heard more mumblings of Christian Moore.
I really
probably
hope,
being moved up pretty soon.
He needs to, because that's definitely our weakest position. When we had Kyron Paris in the beginning of the year killing him, it's like, all right, shit, to leave Christian Moore down there.
Yeah, exactly. And but they moved him up to AAA, even though he was kind of like
he was not
shitting the bed on at AA. Yeah,
and then he's been decent though at AAA, and the Angels are known for rushing their guys. Dude, I don't know. This is definitely a better Angels team than I've watched last year. I watched every game.
Worlds. Yeah.
And
what's crazy is that Rendon still hasn't even played, dude.
Don't eat. Well, I always imagine, like, in my head, I'm like, imagine if, like, Rendon wasn't that. Like, we would be, like, a kind of fun lineup right now. But
well, dude, imagine if you guys just never signed him. Like, the players that you guys could potentially
I honestly feel like if we didn't sign him, we would have signed a lot of other people for more money, been better, and Ohtani probably would have still been an Angel.
Dude, you guys might have owned LA.
We currently do. I don't want to take nothing from when we swept you guys. So you guys are Will Barrow at the moment. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of Angels, I believe this. I really don't want to. I'm also a realistic expectation person.
Yeah.
I think it's be a little bit. But I said at the start of the year we are winning 76 games. Is what I said.
Yeah.
And I still believe we're gonna win 76 games. 76 to 84.
I think that's more than doable. And yeah, unfortunately, like these two teams, like I do want them to do good. I think that they'll fight for 500 maybe, but yeah, I see them being somewhat irrelevant in this division. I have the Mariners taking this division. You have the Astros. We're going to do another recap in probably like this 2/3 of the way done with the season.
Yeah. We'll check in.
And then we'll check in for sure. But so as of right now, I think, yeah, Mariners take this division, and I think it's pretty interchangeable in terms of the Rangers, Astros finishing second. But I wouldn't want to see any of those teams in the wild card.
No. Yeah. We'll move on to the National League, dude. Definitely in my eyes, the better division.
Yeah.
Their National League, better league than the American League. The National League was starting in the East. The Mets were 16-7 at the time.
Yeah.
We believed it.
8. Yeah, still do, really.
I believe they were gonna win the division, and you didn't.
No.
I still believe they're gonna win this division, but the Phillies are a good team. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Who did you say back then that was gonna win? Was it the Braves?
No, I said that the Phillies were gonna win the division.
Yeah.
I said the Phillies were gonna win the division. You said Mets. I mean, the Mets are way better than I thought they would be. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like the Mets are so good. Their pitching's great. Juan Soto is having somewhat kind of like a slower year, but the rest of the team's just kind of
look how good they're doing. Without the normal Juan Soto. If we had normal Juan Soto, they would be like one of the best records in the league, which they basically are. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're definitely, in my eyes, still gonna win this division.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, like we said, it's interchangeable. I still do believe the Phillies, which at the time of recording, they were 13-10. Like we have some guys on that team that are just starting to turn up. Like Trey Turner's starting to hit and look like it is like former self. Schwarber is murdering the ball, like just killing it. And Nick Castellanos, dude, like I think he had led the league in hits this month. I think he had like 39 hits or something like that, almost 40. And a couple nights ago, it might have been last night, he went like 4-4 or 5-5. Like he's just kind of a dog. Like it literally was nothing but like little dinkers just up the middle. Just those kind of like annoying hits on MLB The Show where you're like pitching really well, but the guy somehow just gets those little flukies.
Yeah, those barrel at it. Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, he was just doing that and he was killing it. Yeah, I do believe the Phillies are gonna stay in this position.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be this, and I think the Mets are gonna finish above the Phillies. You're the opposite.
Yeah.
This third team though, kind of on the outside looking in, they can get super hot, and catch up. But like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to catch up just because these other two teams are so good. Like, it's crazy to say being 8 games out, in May, basically June is,
Yeah,
you're out
gonna
of
be a
it.
tough spot.
I don't think they're out of it. It's just gonna be hard to come back because it's like the only way the Braves are gonna catch up to at least winning the division. It's not even that. It's just you have to beat them when you're playing them because these other two teams are so good that they might lose a series or a game or two in the series, but like it's gonna be hard to get 8 games made up. It sounds crazy, but like just because of how good these teams are,
it's just really true. Like the top heavy teams in I feel like the NL is like the best teams in the NL are just head and shoulders above like the middle team. Like, it's weird to say the Braves are kind of like a mid team in the NL, but it's kind of the truth. Like, they would struggle so hard to like just get back the 9.5 games. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When you really like look at the team, like you have to hope that the Phillies kind of like hit like a little like slow month.
They have to win the games.
They have to win their series. Yeah.
I also like they can get super hot. They have the potential to get super hot.
Strider, sadly, I mean, disappointing. Is he still injured?
Strider is back.
He's back.
I think he pitches soon, if not today or tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like their pitching is kind of just what's let them down besides Chris Sale.
Yeah. Kind of believe it. That's just who they are. And else, just going over to the Marlins. They were I believe a 500 team. I thought a game above that at the moment.
They were actually like playing decent ball.
We thought this is not who they were, which ended up being right. It was fun. I'm a big Marlins fan. It's fun watching them. They're gonna have the Rookie of the Year in the National League. I think by far, Augusto Ramirez is kind of running away with it at the moment.
Yeah, he's been killing the ball, and he's fun to watch. Augustin Ramirez, I think he was going to be actually my honorable mention for
catcher.
Yeah, because I mean, like I do think Rayleigh and a couple other guys are like way above him, but I mean, as a rookie, he's doing really well. He's killing it.
He's putting a good year together.
Nationals. And
sorry,
the Nationals, dude. No, Nationals are just fun, dude. Nationals are really fun to watch. I mean, they started off 9-13, 26-30. I mean, we were pretty much spot on them. I think they're gonna be like a fun team to watch that just doesn't amount to anything.
Yeah.
But they're really fun to watch, and so it's gonna be the perfect spot for them.
They've been playing 500 ball since then, and we are. We said fun, not the best. They're not going to make any noise, but they can beat any team on any day with their offense. Pitching is just, besides Mackenzie Gore's having a great year, they're just not the best.
No, yeah. And moving on to the NL Central, we got the Cubbies. The Cubbies, I mean, they were 14-10, and if you remember that first video, they had probably the hardest schedule to start off that 14-10. Mm-hmm. They played the Dodgers, I think, like 6-7 times. Played the Padres, and then
I think they played the Giants. They played like a bunch of good teams. Like like they put them against like almost all the hardest teams, and they were 14-10, and that was our point. We were like, they're playing all these teams, so they're 14-10. They're gonna be better than just 4 games above 500.
Yeah,
they're 35-22 now.
Yeah, they've proved us right. They're so good. Really fun to watch. Great outfield. Their infield's great. They just have like a really fun team to watch. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much argument. I think they win this division pretty easily.
I think so too.
And we'll move on to the Cards, which was actually quite a surprise because they were 9-14 when we made that video, and I'm not glad we thought they would suck.
Yeah, and
I wasn't expecting Liberatore to be like as good as he was,
they just
or as good as he is right now.
Super hot, like randomly and unexpectedly. I obviously don't believe they're gonna win this division.
Yeah,
something in me still doesn't believe them being 32-24. Like, I don't think they're gonna finish 8 games. They're not gonna be a 90-win team. They're gonna be like I still see them as a 500 team. Like, I don't see them anything more as that.
I kind of like they've got some interesting pieces. Their pitching is like kind of what's keeping them up too.
Yeah, they have really good pitching staff. They have the least what runs allowed in that division.
Yeah, they're just kind of, they're nice. I mean, their lineup isn't anything like special, which is crazy. Like you're still seeing kind of like just nothing pop out. Like Ivan Herrera's been playing really well. Brendan Donovan, obviously. But there's still like, I feel like some guys that are just not performing. Jordan Walker sucks. Lars Nootbaar is like having a somewhat okay year, and I think they're gonna trade Arenado. So we'll see what they get for him.
Would be stupid not to.
Yeah, I mean he's old and his contract is just not worth it really at that point.
Yeah, moving on, we have the Brewers. They were 12-10 at the time, and we believed it. They've played 500 balls since then. They're 30-28. They're a good team. I think this is who they are. I personally think they get second place in this division. Maybe sneak into a wild card just like they did last year. And they're a good team.
They are a fun team, and still one of the most aggressive base running teams, which is like, I think in the playoffs is like really scary 100%. To like see. So
they're a good small ball team, and that's a big determining factor in these playoff games. Yeah,
so I am kind of on the same boat with you. I think they're gonna be a fringe playoff team. The NL's really strong this year.
Like if they were in the AL, I think they would be better. It's just the NL. You have, you only can get 6 playoff teams, and we haven't even got to basically the best division in baseball yet. Who has 3, if not 4 playoff, possibilities.
It's nuts. It's nuts. So I mean, I think we're pretty spot on with them. I still think they're kind of the truth. Like they're going to be a fringe playoff team, and I think that's like a good spot for them, especially right now because they're young.
Yep.
So I do like that.
Reds.
Yeah.
They Reds. I mean, 12. We believed it.
Playing. Yeah. I mean, the same thing as the Brewers. Like it's like, I feel like they can get hot at any moment too. Like their pitching is really good. Obviously, like they have a really fun lineup. Yeah, I don't see them actually like kind of moving out of this spot just because I do think the Cards and the Brewers are better.
I think,
but I think in the future they're gonna be a fun
fun team.
Playoff team.
They have a pretty dang good offense. Pitching's been surprisingly really well. I think they get third. I still think the Cardinals are the 4th best team in this division. I don't know. They're one of my more favorite teams to watch just because of what they can be. And Ellie is just just watching Ellie himself is so fun.
He's a show within himself. Like he's still, I think, arguably that catch that you put up in that video is probably the best. It's gonna go down as the catch of the year for sure.
100%. It's like that thing was so insane.
Full extension. Like
there's not a single other shortstop. Granted, not a single other athlete in this division or the whole league. All of minor league ball, all of he's the only one in the world who can get to that ball.
Yeah, because first off, he's what 6'6",
6'7", I think, something like that.
6'7". To be that athletic is kind of nuts. Yeah. Like that's crazy.
The Pirates, dude, they were terrible. They had a slow start. We still believe they suck. It's what happens when you refuse to spend money or trade for hitting hitters.
Yeah,
that's why you have 183 runs scored. They suck.
Because it's not their pitching that's putting them in tough spots. It's literally just their lineup that sucks. Bailey Falter's been good. Paul Skeens has obviously been good. Haney's been decent. Keller's been okay. Like
their pitching is doing their job. For sure.
It's not. Yeah. If I was a pitcher on that team, I'd be like, bro, like I'm doing everything I can. Like, especially if I'm Skeens, I'm like, bro, how many 1-0 games do I have to lose this year, and like basically, like make myself look worse because you guys don't want to pay guys. It does suck.
He had a really good start. He actually got 10 runs from his offense this past start. The first time ever in his career.
He's a pitcher that I think if you gave him if you guaranteed him like 3 runs a game,
never lose probably.
I don't think he would lose.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean his ERA kind of says that. Like it's like.
And that's why I feel like if he was on the Padres or the Dodgers or someone the Padres, even like one of those Mets, Phillies, like they would never. He would very rarely get a loss.
Yeah, no, it would be actually insane. But yeah, I mean, we believe it. They're crappy.
Yep.
That unfortunately they won't spend money. And yeah, I think they will probably be there for a little bit until they decide to spend money.
Yeah.
And now moving on to the NL Best.
NL Best behind the AL Best.
Dude, right behind. Yeah. The Los Angeles Dodgers, at the time, they were 16-7. If you don't believe that they will be a playoff team or that they will probably have over 100 wins, actually, the 100 wins is getting kind of scary now.
Yeah, like it's definitely not. They're not like as dominant. Like, you know, after they made all the signings, everyone's like, "What? Why are we even watching this year?" Which I don't think that's the case anymore because they're good, but like they're definitely beatable.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, it's like we do have like a ton of injuries, which sucks. Especially to like our pitching. So it's like that's kind of like the hard part. But I mean, no excuses, dude. No. Like, nut up or shut up. Like, really, you're the Dodgers. You paid everybody millions of dollars.
Farm is so good. They have a bunch of guys. Yeah, there's really not much to say besides they were expected to be the best team. They are the best team.
Yeah, and I think they will easily win this division. Well, not easily because obviously they're only 2 games ahead of the Padres, but I think my prediction was that they were gonna win the division by like 10 games.
I honestly still think that's the case. Like I think over time it's gonna average out. They're gonna have more wins.
Yeah.
We wanted the Padres. They were 16-7. They're the truth. They're still the truth in my eyes. They're they're 1 game worse than they were back then. They were on a little cold stretch too recently, but they're gonna be.
I think it was that Taylor Ward grand slam that kind of just
like shot him down a little bit. Yeah, definitely
shot him down and brought him back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, they're good. They're one of the best teams. They're part of that massive pack of like 7 really, really good NL teams that 8. It's like 8 really, really good NL teams, and
I mean, the NL playoffs is probably going to be like the most exciting thing to watch.
MLB coming at the end.
It's going to be nuts. And I mean, believable. They don't really surprise me. I knew that they would be probably second in this division. I mean, they have a lot of talent on that team, which is nuts. They have so much talent.
9 guys, dude. And it's Preller, so I wouldn't be surprised at the trade deadline they go for somebody. They're gonna trade for somebody, whoever it is. Hopefully a hitter.
Do something.
Yeah.
And moving on to the Giants. The Giants at the time were 14-8. We did believe their hot start too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were still like a little shocked by it, but it's not a crazy thing. I think the Giants, they could be really good. Unfortunately, they're just stuck in this division.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they're gonna be good. I mean, could be another fringe playoff team that gets into the wild card. And dude, yeah, like the wild card is just gonna be nuts.
There's so many good teams. It's like tough, and they're a great team. And it's like you want to say they're a lock for the playoffs, but they're just the NL is so stacked. You really aren't sure, but I think they'll probably sneak their way in there. Moving on to the Diamondbacks, 13-9 at the time, we believed it. 27-29, their pitching is like not really that great. Like Zach Gallen's not been Zach Gallen. Corbin Burns has been Corbin Burns. I think it will positively regress for them. I think they're going to be better. They're going to be just like the Giants, just right on that fringe, might sneak into the playoffs. And if they get in the playoffs, you don't want to see them because they're going to be able to beat anybody. Like,
yeah, it's this whole division. Well, you know what? If the Rockies somehow made it to playoffs, I wouldn't want to see them.
They might.
No, but yeah, the Diamondbacks. I mean, it's just gonna, like we said, this division is so good. And yeah, I mean, I believe it. I can see them going on a crazy run, winning probably like 10 games, not 10 games in a row, probably like 5 or 6 games in a row, and getting up to like that second place spot here. Yeah, they're just really good, and I mean, to end it, the Rockies are on pace to be like the worst team ever.
And the funniest thing too, at the time we did that, they were 4-17, which is like a respectable, not really, but like okay, bad team. We believed it. Since then, they were 5-30, 5-31. Since that,
5-31 is actually insane.
Since this last video, and yeah,
do you think they're giving away tickets at this point?
Probably, dude. I don't even know. Like, what do you
what do you go watch at that point? Like if you're a Rockies fan, like, what do you go watch? Do you just go do they have like good food? You have to.
You're going to see a lot of runs scored on your team. And yeah, they are terrible. I don't think there's really much more to say. I honestly I don't like wanting them to be bad, but like I really want them to just be like 20-142 just for the hell of it. Just just to make it funny. Like, yeah,
I don't mind that at all. And I do feel bad saying that to like the faithful Rockies fans that, you know, are there sticking it out, but
that's one thing, dude. I was an Angels fan. We haven't made the playoffs for 10 years. And if you're now is bad, but like we kind of always had like a little bit of hope. It's like, oh, Tony, Trout, whatever. If you're a Rockies fan, dude, like this is probably the worst. Like,
dude, and like it's like, who are you gonna go see? Like Chris Bryant, like
not like who's your guy? Like you don't even have a good player.
Because if you go to the Angels games, it was like Ohtani and Trout. Obviously, you're like at least we have
always kind of around, you know, being a playoff team.
But
this
the Rockies,
this is like it's even worse than the White Sox last year.
It's also like, dude, like, you know, you expect teams that are like this bad to like, you know, kind of like the A's. Like they were bad for like a little while, but like they got so much draft capital that like all of their guys are starting to like look really good. I don't really know anybody in the Rockies farm system that is coming up that's like looks good. Like Zach Veen came up, he looks mid.
Supposed to be Jordan Beck, he's been decent sometimes.
Jordan Beck's been okay.
And then Chase Dollander was supposed to be good, and then now he was terrible, then he's hurt. And it's like, dude, it's just, I could not even imagine just like showing up on the Rockies, going to practice. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, this is so bad.
It's so tough. But yeah, I mean, I think they're in the right spot that we put them at. We think that they're going to be probably the worst. I want
to see the worst record get broken. That's all I'm hoping for.
That would almost be like a shining spot for the Rockies. It would make it it would make it memorable.
It's like you were the worst team ever. Like
period.
Now it's only up from here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would like to see you know, anything change as far as them, but I don't think it will. And they will suck. But you guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to leave in the comments like your hot takes for the rest of the year, and you know, let us know how we did in terms of our prediction. I mean, I feel like we shot above like 75%.
No, yeah, we did pretty good.
I think we did okay.
Moment, we had some real, like myself had some really bad misses, and I'm probably just hard in the head that I don't want to change my opinion on some teams, but I'm gonna stick to my guts, what I said before the year, and I'm gonna stick to it. The Twins are not gonna be good. Yeah,
I like it. For me, it's always hard for me to like I always panic. Like same thing with my like baseball team. Like I try so hard not to panic when guys go through like certain slumps or something. But yeah, I mean, feel free to let us know, what your thoughts are in terms of like all the predictions and everything. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. Peace. See you guys.